So this is the Nexigo Nova Mini. It's an incredible little laser projector that delivers an incredible picture, and it also has SAE, which is frame-by-frame laser dimming technology built in. Let's take a closer look. Don't forget to hit the red button to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up and click the notification bell to get my next video first. So over the years I've looked at many Nexigo projectors and I've always been really impressed. This one was sent to me for review. I've not been asked to say anything good or bad about it, and all of the thoughts will be my own. This is the remote control, and it comes in a nice tidy box, and it's got all of those instructions and things you don't really need to read about, and this is the star of the show. Now the top of this thing is glass, which I think is good in some ways and probably not so good in others. I think it's going to be a bit of a dust magnet and maybe with fingerprints too. There is some touch technology on top, but the thing looks incredible. It is so well built. Now on the back I'm pleased to see two HDMI ports, which does mean that you have got an ARC port and a second one for other uses. There is a LAN port as well, which is a nice touch, a USB port, audio, and the USB-C power. That's right folks, this is powered by USB-C, and if you have got the right compatible power bank and USB cable, then you can literally take this machine anywhere and it will work without plugging it into a mains. But the power bank does need to be a 100 watt, and it does need to have a cable that supports power delivery. Right, we're just about ready to go to get things started. Now setting this up is a breeze with all of the latest technology included. One thing that I loved about it was when I was doing auto screen detect, it did come up with this on the screen saying for a better result just go a little couple of inches backwards, and then it worked perfectly. And you've also got manual keystone correction so that you can actually adjust all four corners. So just to demonstrate the auto features, you have auto screen detect, which will detect the screen. You also have keystone correction, which will straighten an off-center image if this projector's off at center, auto focus, and you also have auto obstacle avoidance, which will move the screen away from obstacles. It also comes with a backlit remote control, as you can see, so again that is a nice touch. Now remember folks, this projector is under $500, which some of the technology built into this thing is going to surprise you how good this is. Now it does run Google TV, which is really fastly becoming my best go-to projector software. For me, it's just about the right balance of having everything that you need to adjust the projector settings, and also all of the different apps that you use most regularly, and some features which then will be familiar across all of your different devices. The projector is plenty bright enough to use in ambient and daylight conditions. This is in the daylight with lights on in the room, and the 1200 ANSI lumens is doing a good job. But obviously, like with all projectors, it's when you're in a darker room condition, like this one, where this picture really just pops off the screen. Now, I've still got plenty of light on in this room. I've got two lights either side of the screen, and I've got the light below. But it is delivering an incredible image. Now, if I told you that this was under $500 and you looked at this picture, I just don't think that you'd believe it. It really is incredible. Now for me, one of the game-changing features of this projector is the contrast ratio. So the dynamic laser dimming contrast ratio of 15,000 to 1. So this is provided using Scene Adapt Engine, or SAE. It's a next-generation image processing system which leverages machine learning technology to understand and predict exactly how scenes evolve. And this is all done on the fly, frame by frame. Now there may well be some scenes that you don't necessarily notice the difference, and it's not designed to be something which is really obvious, but there will be definitely certain scenes that if you do a comparison, then it becomes very obvious. Now I'm going to show you a scene in a second which I've recorded. Now I have had to overexpose the camera, so it's a little bit noisy, which obviously it wouldn't be in reality, but on the left hand side you've got SAE turned off, and on the right hand side you've got SAE turned on, and as you can see, it is incredible the difference that it makes. It really does add a lot of brightness to the shadows and to the highlights on those darker scenes. It really is amazing. So definitely this is an advantage and something which I would definitely recommend for this projector. The compact size of the projector, which is relatively similar to a standard size iPad, means that you can take it anywhere and pop it in any rucksack. You've also got the option of a tripod mount on the bottom, but there is also a pull-out kickstand, which again is a really nice touch, and this gives you various angles for projection. So now I'm just going to quickly cover the one thing that I don't like about this projector, and that is that glass top. Yes, it's great that it's touch sensitive, but I would rather have just physical buttons made out of plastic, because it is really prone to collecting the dust, as you can see, and already after about 5 minutes there's loads of fingerprints, so I can see I'm going to be forever cleaning this thing off. But the lights which correspond to touches, I guess it's niche. I've been projecting onto a 100-inch rising ALR screen, and this is the type of image you get. But I've also tried it on a standard, just portable projector screen, which is 80 inches, and I have to say, for those of you not wanting to splash out on a really expensive screen, then something like this only costs around $70 or £65. But whatever screen you're using, and even if you're projecting onto a wall, you're going to be getting a super clean, sharp image. The sharpness of this projector really is very, very impressive. Now, the one way to tell for me is always to look at the four corners, and when I ran my autofocus test, all four corners were super sharp. Now, I do really like on Nexigo's website, they give you an indication of what size screen you can get and what type of ambient conditions you need to be in. Just keep realistic expectations. So in summary, my friends, there's a lot to like about this machine. I love the design and form factor, apart from the one thing that I mentioned, which was the glass top. I really like the fact that you can plug this into a suitable USB power bank and take it anywhere. And it delivers a 100-inch image brilliantly, even in ambient light conditions, and you can use it for various different screen sizes. Getting the SAE feature on a projector of this price range is unheard of, and that is brilliant, and having Google TV makes it operational for pretty much everyone. I love the fact that the remote is backlit, and Nexigo have made it super easy for this to be used in pretty much any condition. Very, very easy to set up no matter where you are. So if you're looking for a super portable projector that can be thrown into a backpack and taken anywhere, delivers an incredible image in daylight or in night conditions, and will give you incredible technology like SAE, then this Nova Mini could be right for you. Check out the link in the description, my friends. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you on the next.